The movie Titanic from 1997 marked a before and after in romantic movies. And it had everything. Nostalgia, story that could be real. Remember that all the names of the passenger and their stories were based on official records. A dream trip and an unforgettable tragedy. Not to mention having raised more than $2 billion in all around the world. However, although we might think that the ill-fated transatlantic is already incapable of surprising us, 106 years after its collapse, some news has recently emerged that has hit us again like an iceberg. A member of the underwater expedition who discovered the Titanic in 1985 has declared that everything was fake. Can you believe that? Stay with us until the end to discover why the discovery of the Titanic was the last lie of the Cold War. Our story begins with a man, Robert Ballard, who from a young age, born in 1942, had the dream of discovering the Titanic. Ballard was a studious oceanographer who had enlisted in US Navy for many years as an intelligence commander. At the age of 40 and with a great knowledge about the sea, he decided to develop his own underwater remote control vehicle in 1982, which he called Alvin. But there was a very small inconvenience. He did not have money to pay for the construction. For that reason, and taking advantage of the fact that he had contacts among the high officials of North American Army, he asked for help for the Deputy Chief of Operations of the Navy, Ronald Tonman. And as you can guess, the longer the name, the more important the position. After knowing the idea, the operation manager was captivated with the possibility of finding the Titanic. But the simple fact of recovering and detecting a legendary ship was not enough to start a Navy mission. That was how Tonman put a condition that Ballard could fulfill in order to meet his dream. To obtain the economic support of the Navy and the opportunity to look for the Titanic, he had to explore the oceans and find 2 nuclear submarines that had sunk in 60s. However, the location of both was a piece of cake compared to Titanic. The USS Thresher sunk in April 1963 during immersion test, about 300 kilometers off the coast of Boston, United States. The 129 members of its crew died and the nuclear reactor remained active. The second ship was the USS Scorpion, another nuclear submarine sunk in 1968 near the Azores Island, 1,400 kilometers to the west from Portugal. Ballard accepted this without any hesitation, and thus an agreement was consolidated that would also serve so that the Russians did not suspect the mission. Both nuclear submarines had weapons of mass destruction that could fall into the wrong hands. On the other hand, it was important to know if the reactors were causing a negative impact on the environment. The discovery of Titanic was actually the tip of the iceberg of a top-secret mission. Having succeeded in recovering both submarines without anyone being aware of it, Ballard was given 12 days to search and explore the Titanic. His time came on September 1st, 1985. When they confirmed that it was Titanic, Ballard remembered that together with his team, he felt embarrassed and ashamed. Therefore, in the subsequent days, they made the promise to be serious and respectful with the shipwreck and not take anything from there. The Titanic, as we remember, sunk in the bottom of the North Atlantic Ocean about 3,658 meters after having hit an iceberg on April 50th, 1912. And from its 2,200 passengers, 1,500 lost their lives. After the first expedition, which was followed by several more to this day, the world was once again shocked by the history and remains of the most popular ship in history. In 1985, all secrets were still hidden, and although the press suspected, the Naval High Command denied that there could be anything more behind this amazing discovery. Navy spokesperson Brett Baker explained that it was a project to test if the new oceanographic system worked, but everything was a lie, which everyone kept. Now, Ballard, the genius who initiated one of the most fascinating discoveries of the 20th century, has been able to reveal his part of the story. Although he says there are many other things that he cannot talk about yet, as there are still hundreds of classified documents that would be a great risk if they were published. Do you all believe Titanic was nothing but a lie? Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.